Hello, middle school parents. Here we are, first day of the fourth quarter. Whether students are finishing their first year of middle school with us or their last year of middle school with us, the end of the school year is always the most challenging. So I've put together a list to help you guide your student to a strong finish. The first thing I would encourage you to do is to help your students set goals. Third quarter report cards will soon post, and it's the perfect time to set a goal for that end of your grade that will become part of their transcript. The second thing to do is to help your students stay organized or finally get organized. This is the perfect time to clean out the book bag and reorganize for a new quarter. If your student is still carrying everything around at this point, in their backpack, they need to become disciplined enough to learn to use that locker. And so, if you will let me know, I will be sure to provide a coach for your student to help them master that this final quarter. Okay. The other thing I'd love for you to talk about is helping your student not delay school responsibilities. We've seen an increase lately with the daytime changing in the evenings for students scrambling to complete homework before bell ring once they arrive in the morning. And at that point, they're just simply scrambling to check it off and get it done. There's no value of learning in that. That's best done at home. And so those assignments should be completed and submitted prior to the beginning of the school day and prior to them arriving here. So help us focus on that. If you're getting notifications from Lunch Lab, then that's an area in which your student needs to tighten up. So encourage your student to do what's necessary to stay motivated. I tell students all the time, in a race, you run the hardest at the end. So help your student commit now to what their end of the race is going to look like for this school year. Go ahead and plan that celebration, but don't execute it too early until they indeed cross that finish line. Another thing we need to do is to help students see the value in hard work because it honors the Lord. Talk about the manner in which you complete work. Classwork and homework assignments do help students gain independence and become more responsible. It teaches them self-management skills, whether they see that in the moment or not. But to hear that we're all on the same page in that aspect, but it does give them the opportunity to self-manage themselves, particularly as they're moving into high school. And so the value of good work, working unto the Lord and not unto man, Colossians 3:23. But have a conversation about work ethic. More importantly, have your student do some work at home. It's interesting when I ask students what kind of chores they have and what kind of work they do. And if you're not one to be organized enough to do that, that's okay, but find a way for your family to serve because when they realize they're helping others, it helps them think beyond themselves. And so it's a great thing to do to help them learn to value and to develop a work ethic. Another thing you can do is help your students show up each day with a great attitude and a mindset that they're coming here to learn and to grow in Christ. I often have conversations with students and I'll say, "What are you doing to grow in Christ today?" And sometimes that's a foreign concept. They haven't thought about that before they showed up each day. That ought to be the expectation as they come through our door each day. And so that mindset comes from your expectation for them. You know, I used to tell my own son, "You are my investment." And so we want to help you honor the Lord with your investment, and we want to help you on the return for that investment as they work here each day with us. So the most important thing you can do is to spend some time in His Word together. Pray for them before they come to school each day. You are still their number one influence, despite how it feels some days. They do care and they do listen to what you think. Oftentimes, when they're in here and I'm having to have a guided conversation over something they may have done, their number one thought is that they don't want to displease you and they don't want to dishonor you. And so we have a greater conversation about when we feel that disconnection with our parents, it's also because we're out of fellowship with the Lord in that moment. And so pray with them. It's a precious time for guided conversations. Don't fear the change that they're going through. It's exciting opportunities to have some great conversations for that. So thank you for partnering with us for your child's education. I pray for you daily, and I look forward to meeting your son or daughter in the middle tomorrow. Have a great day.